In today's video, I'm going to talk about how my social media generates over $30,000 a month and what you can do to generate both passive income and or build your business around a clear social media marketing effort. I don't think there's enough entrepreneur transparency in how people are making money. There are a bunch of posers on the internet claiming to be entrepreneurs and so on. The truth is, most people are insecure and feel that sharing how to do what they do somehow creates competition for themselves, or they're just full of shit. And neither of those things actually pertain to me. I'll show you how much I make from YouTube, online education, and consulting. I'll also share how I plan to expand on this and how you could do similar with what you have already. The last thing I want to mention is before we get started is this is not money that I'm making from my multi-million-dollar healthcare company or from my international real estate portfolio. This is all income that's coming from me sitting right in front of this camera talking to you about my life. On this channel, I discuss living globally along with business hacks in real estate and healthcare, showing you a path so you can do the same. I want you to be able to go out there and live your dreams. If this is the sort of content that you want more of, make sure that you subscribe and turn your notification bell on so you don't miss a thing. My name is Carl Pierre, and this is ENTP Life. I used to think that social media was a total waste of time until I worked with the Ugly Face of Beauty, a YouTube content creator that when she promoted my fashion app StyleScan, our company had the largest single-day user growth ever. Then I met another company named Swerve, which showed me a whole other side of social media marketing and the value of having a strong following. Finally, in 2017, I started my first channel as a content creator right here on YouTube. My very first channel was a channel called Hook Eat Up. You could actually check that out now if you want to. It was a channel dedicated to showing men how to cook for their partners, like trying to cook romantic dinners at home. And that channel did okay. It was well produced. I liked the process of doing it. We had like 3 camera angles, one over the stove, one frontal, one side view. I really liked what I was doing there, but I'm an ENTP, and after all, I got tired of creating the same sort of stuff. I didn't like the fact that there was still interaction between me and the people who were checking out these recipes. I also didn't like the fact that I couldn't show more of what goes behind a meal. I even started going on fishing trips, showing the fishing trips to show how I'm going from ocean to table. And I realized that I can't keep up with the same thing just because it just didn't interest me enough to be consistent in the way that I had to be. And the solution to that was ENTP Life. I thought, why don't I just make a channel about who I am, what I do, and I could never go wrong doing that because I'm always myself, so the content is going to evolve with me, and there was nothing to it other than getting in front of the camera and talking about the things that I do in my life. I also wanted to concentrate and narrow it down to some of my business activities because I would always get asked, how did you get into flipping houses? How did you get into the home healthcare business? How did you get into trading stocks? Those sort of things, people would always ask me that, and I get tired of repeating myself. So I was like, you know what, this channel is gonna allow me to be me and also have an archive that I could just kind of share a link with people when they ask me those sort of questions. And that's how this all came to be. So it wasn't this complicated scheme of trying to create a presence on the internet. It was more, hey, I do want to create. I feel I have something to say and share, and I just did it. I didn't start ENTP Life with a clear plan on how I was going to monetize it. I just wanted to freely create and share what I know. Now that you know the history, let's get into the money part. At the time that I filmed this video, I have about 40,000 subscribers on YouTube and around 3,200 on Instagram. Here's how much I make directly from ad sales as a YouTube partner. Here's the back end of my YouTube channel. As you can see, I get about 50,000 views per month and just about $700 from Google for enabling ads. This isn't much money, but for those who want to live a modest backpacker lifestyle, it's enough to make it in most South American cities.
But Carl, that's only $700 a month. I thought you said that you were going to show me how to make over 30K.
You see, what happened is when I started to talk about my life and businesses, I started to get asked the same questions. That's when I thought, let me monetize answering these questions the same way I got my start in real estate investing, which was through a paid seminar. I decided to sell a value-packed course named Killing the American Dream, where I condensed years of flipping real estate into a 14-hour set of tutorials. This was a course I filmed in the kitchen of a house I flipped and was living in before I renting it out. The course is now available on Hotmart, and that home is worth $750,000, which is almost 2 times what I paid for it. I also did a series of videos and interviews talking about my healthcare companies, and again learned from my comments, emails, and views that people really needed guidance. I produced more courses to teach exactly my methods for building these types of businesses. That's where the bulk of the money is being made from my social media activity. Let me show you exactly how much I'm making. Last month, I did $22K in sales. There are a few courses available and different levels of participation ranging from $99 a month to $2,000 packages that include direct mentoring. If you go here, it shows you that I get very few refunds because I'm actually providing well-produced, informative content. Next on the list of revenue is money earned through my consultation services. I kept getting DMs for mentoring, coffee dates, and free information. I already provide a bunch of free information right here on YouTube, and to be pretty blunt, I'm extremely busy running my businesses in life, so I don't have the time to coach people for free. The reason I charge for my time is because calls take time away from my work, which is a loss of revenue generating activities. Also, people asking for free advice tend to do nothing with it. One day I sat down and I calculated what my time is worth, and based on a 2,000-hour work year and what my company generate, that figure was $6,000 an hour. So looking at that breakdown where I value my time at $6,000 per an hour, I really didn't think that was going to be very fair for the average person or the average viewer who's watching my channel. The majority of the people that are watching my channel are middle class, middle income people who are looking to get into entrepreneurship on some level. So their pockets aren't necessarily that deep to cough up $6,000 an hour. Now, if you look at some other consultants out there or public figures that do charge for their time in that way, they're charging upwards of $20,000, $30,000 for an hour of their time. And that's probably because if they were to use that hour on another service, they would be able to generate $30,000 or whatever that number is for them. So they're just matching their hour of consultation time to their earning potential. And that's why you get those prices. But for me, like I said, I wanted to do something that was a little more realistic for most people, a little more approachable. And I figured that in those consultation sessions, I'm actually able to learn more and more about the viewers who are watching my channel, the sort of services that they need, and a lot has evolved out of those consultation services. So even though the price is much lower than $6,000, I think I'm extracting more than $6,000 of value in the time that I'm spending there. So there's, I guess, a plus and minus to that, but that gives you a clear idea of how I came up with that value and why I'm not charging that amount. I settled on charging $149 an hour for consultation, which is far less money than my time is worth, but I really enjoy it and I only limit myself to 4 hours a week. So that currently generates about $2,400 a month, and I book those consultations using an app called Calendly. To book a call with me, you use the Calendly link that's found in my Instagram profile, my YouTube description, or my website, entplife.com. It's pretty easy to use and allows you to get $6,000 advice for $149. In doing these calls, I also realized that I actually had way more information and value to share. I learned that different clients wanted different levels of service and now provide an even higher level of concierge services where I set up healthcare staffing companies directly for these customers. This service now generates anywhere between $30,000 and $45,000 per month. Unfortunately, that's not a service that I'm using and it's invoiced directly, so there's no backend to show you there to verify that's what I'm earning, but you just have to trust me on that one. It's been about 3 years since I started with ENTP Life, and I've tested a lot of different things, little different subject matters, different ways to extract value out of creating this platform. And what I realized is that I really enjoy consulting, and I really enjoy helping people bridge the gaps that they have in their life. Like on my Italian videos, I got tons of people who are coming to Sicily to check out real estate. I'm introducing them to contractors. I'm even thinking about starting to flip those properties in Italy to people who are interested in that. And of course, that will generate some revenue as well. So I'm always looking at how to position the channel in a new way. And another thing that I haven't done is really spend much money on advertising and building my brand through paying for more visibility. And that's something that we're going to be experimenting with this year, where we're reinvesting the money that's being generated by the company to grow our influence, to grow our following, because as you can see, value is being extracted out of those followers, right? If you look at how many subscribers I have and how much we're generating, we're making more than $1 per subscriber per month. So imagine how much value I could extract if my subscriber base was 1 million. So I really like looking at that and looking at this more from a business lens just because I get kicks out of that. But in looking at what the long term is, if I'm able to grow out this brand and this platform to a much larger scale, I know that there will be many opportunities to extract value. And not only that, I'll also be able to show other people who have a large following how they can extract value out of their following. And this is not to sound like it's exploiting people, right? And saying, oh, my subscribers, I'm squeezing money out of them. But there's so many ways to derive value out of that attention, whether it's brand sponsorship, direct sales, or consultation services, or add-on services, or ad revenue. There's so many ways to extract value out of attention. Attention is important. So I really want to show people how they can do that. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm looking to test some other models so that I can have predictable strategies that can work for different types of creators and different types of business owners. I currently don't run any ads yet. All of this income is generated by doing this right here. If you didn't realize it, in this video, I basically promoted myself and my services while also sharing tools and methods for you to use on your own. This is the sort of content that is a win-win where there are no losers and everybody walks away a winner. In fact, if there are enough business owners who want to drive revenue through social media or content creators that just aren't monetizing well enough, let me know and I might be able to help. I'm most likely going to do a course and or open up consultation services for how to properly use social media marketing for promotions and building your brand. If you're interested, shoot me an email at info@entplife.com, subject line, help me make money. And if there's enough interest there, then I guess I'll start working on that process so that I can offer that up to you as well. It's literally that simple. You could pull up a chair, share what you know, and monetize what you can. Chances are you're going to be able to help someone on their own journey, and that person will be more than happy to pay you for a product or service that actually helps them achieve their goals. That's how you make money using social media as told by an ENTP. Like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone that you know will find it useful. Until the next one, take care.